Welcome to Geek Philosophy, where we love geeky wisdom. If you're new to the channel, my name's Brian, and today we're going to take just a couple minutes to highlight a Kickstarter campaign that has recently been launched and recently been funded. So I'd like you to take a look at RdotDoyle's Verdigris table if you are a fan of his YouTube channel. I'd like you to take a look at his Kickstarter. I'm going to walk through some of the things that he has laid out in this whole campaign so you can see if it's something that works for you. I think it's a great project that he's working on, and like I said, it's already funded. It funded within the first day or so. So that means there's no real risk. If it's something that you think you will enjoy, then backing this product means you're going to get the end product at the end. So here's a good look at Ryan's YouTube channel. But one thing I really like is he has a really good clear picture on how to adapt your home game and how to create things specific for your table as you're sort of presenting some things as a game master to your players. And that's really where this Kickstarter starts to shine. The Game Master's Compendium of Explosive Creation. Watch the creative sparks fly in your TTRPG game with tables brimming over with ideas to build better characters, worlds, and adventures. What I love here is that the type of content that he has here, as we'll take a look at shortly, is really to kind of get the creative juices flowing. It's stuff that gives you something as a launching pad to really build out your own game as a game master, but also as a player. There's both perspectives covered here. So let's take a look at what's included. So you've got 1,000+ character motivations, great for both NPCs and players, hundreds of calls to adventure, transformative character arcs, friendly factions to connect with, assets and allies to provide support, meaningful magic items, antagonistic organizations, which to me are the best organizations because then they can be very long arc game organizations that can drive the whole controversy and the story arc for the players, and you don't have to worry about you knock out one big bad evil guy and then you don't have another one ready to go. No, part of an organization, and there's always something moving in the background. So lots of good stuff there. Relevant rival NPCs, which is great. Somebody that has the same goal as the player characters, but they are, maybe in it for different reasons, which is really important to understand if you're trying to have sort of a rivalry going on in your campaign. Evocative locations and settings, thematic monster concepts, and over 1,000 plot hooks, story seeds, and adventure ideas custom crafted to get the characters moving and the players excited. This is the stuff that you really look for when you're trying to think of new adventures for your game or trying to enhance an existing campaign. Having something like this really sparks interest. So one of the things that I really like is that he's mitigating the risk of having to print a huge print run and send these out by partnering with Drive-Thru RPG. So what this means is, and I'm going to go up to, let me go down here to, by the way, you could just throw a couple bucks towards the project, even if you don't get anything, just to make a pledge and show some support. But the first reward that's available is the PDF. So you get a PDF for $20. You get the whole final product in PDF form. But here's the thing. When you are pledging at the $20 level, you're also getting the option to buy a at cost print-on-demand version. The $20 doesn't cover the cost of that version. It covers the PDF that you're getting, right? But it's also giving you the ability, if you choose to have an actual physical copy later, you don't have to pay retail for this, basically. You're just paying the print-on-demand cost and shipping, which is really great because then you've kind of got this in your pocket if you decide to get a physical book later. You don't have to make that choice right now. And I think it's great that he's including that with his digital tier that, you can choose later to go ahead and get a physical copy of the book. There is a step up tier, the producer tier, that's $50, but this gets you your name in the book as, in the credits, but it also lets you suggest an NPC that you can then include in the compendium, which is great. You get to be a part of creating this book. Now, it suggests because obviously he has to have final creative control. If something is crazy out there, he's not going to want to put it in. But maybe adjusting a couple things as needed, you'll get your NPC in the book for this level. So definitely cool. I am a producer pledge, and I am looking forward to coming up with my idea for what I'm going to use. I've already got a couple ideas for what I want to do with this. But one of the things that is great about this too is even without pledging anything, without throwing any money down, there is a download so you can get a look at what types of things are included. So with this free download, you can kind of take a look at what he's intending. And some of this stuff I've already covered, so I'm going to scroll through just kind of slowly so you can see he's got great artwork in here. You can check out the credits and the page list to figure out who the artist he's been working with. But it looks like it's really well done. I would expect from a book like this to be mostly tables, random tables that you can roll on, right? Like that's what you're getting this book for. This is a very unique way of doing some things though, where he's got some pages where you roll all your dice. You roll every dice that, every one of the dice types that you have, and each one of those can give you something to spark your imagination from a concept perspective. So I'm scrolling down because this is kind of giving you the highlights of what's going to be included. The base goals, and then even listing some stretch goals, what you can go for, like D100 physical traits, dungeon dressing, D100, universal archetype spread. So there's a lot of things to do in here. But here's some examples. This is the meat of what I wanted to get to. The left page of each spread is intended for the game master. Great way to do this. But let's take a look here. So you've got Acolyte, for example, drives dreams and aspirations. Then you can roll a 20. You can roll a 12, roll an 8, roll a 4, roll a 6, roll a 10. You get the point here, right? And by rolling all those dice, you can get, the drives, dreams, and aspirations, the catalyst, calls to adventure, and lore drops, information, growth, and character arts. You've got friendly factions, assets and allies, magical items, and you can get some random stuff or pick something from the table if you really find something that is thematically what you want to do. And then on this other side, you've got things like antagonistic organizations and, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6-siders, sort of like rolling up your stats. And then you've got another 20 here that you can kind of go through all this stuff. And he talked about this a little bit on his stream. So I recommend watching his live stream after he funded. He did a great job of jumping in with people that were coming up with ideas on the spot, making characters. It was just a cool way to do this. So I highly recommend that you head over to the Kickstarter and see if it's something that you're interested in. For $1,000 pledge goal, and to see that it's already hit, over 1,500 of that goal, and there's still 25 days to go, means that there are more people jumping on board because they see the value in this. So happy for you, Ryan. I think this is a good move. I think what you're putting together is something valuable, which is what we all want from the community, right? Somebody that's putting out stuff that we're all gonna, use. So, kudos to you for working on something that everybody, at least that's backed so far, the 46 and counting backers, already feel is going to be something of value to their table. So, thanks everybody for this quick video. I just want to make sure I got a chance to share everything, and we'll catch you next time.